Hey everyone, welcome back to ACT Math Quick Hits, where you can make this one small change and watch these videos. It doesn't cost you any money, it only costs you a little bit of time, and you're going to help improve your math ACT score. There is a rundown of the math section of the ACT, and let's get back into it for today. All right, so our problem today says, what value of n does the quadratic equation x squared minus 4x plus n equals 0 have the solutions of x equals 7 and x equals negative 3. So there's a couple ways we can go about doing this. Desmos can help us a lot, but the quickest way to do this is to do it algebraically. So I'll show you algebraically first, and then I'll show you the Desmos hack to get through it. So what they're trying to get us to do is understand, okay, if these are the solutions, the factors of those solutions are always the inverse. So since my solution is x equals 7, the factor is x minus 7. Since the solution is x equals negative 3, the factor is, I don't need that other parenthesis there, let's erase that. The factor is x plus 3. So if I do all this multiplication, I would end up with this quadratic, and I would figure out what n is. Well, n is just the constant, which means it has to be a constant times a constant, which is negative 21. So our solution should be a, which is negative 21. Now, like I said, that's the quickest way to go through it algebraically, but let me show you the Desmos hack, because the Desmos hack makes this equally as easy. It might take a little bit more time depending upon which answer choice, or like where it's located. So if we grab our tools and we grab our Desmos graphing calculator, and so let's say we just start putting this equation in, right? X squared minus 4x, and then if we try to do plus, and then we try to do plus n, it asks for a slider. So that's nice, because what we can then do is then we can just pick a value for n, and then we can see if it matches up. The slider, the slider's okay, but it's hard to get all up to 21. Actually, it stops me at 10, so that's kind of annoying. So what I would suggest doing is just skipping putting in n and just go in and start putting in the values, right? So we have negative 21. So if I put in negative 21, I notice that I have a solution at negative 3 and I have a solution at positive 7. So this is what tells me that A has to be the right choice. Now, if I go back to this one, let's say I put in negative 4, right? You see our solutions here are some gross decimals, so those can't be the ones. Now, like I said, it is quicker. It could be quicker to use Desmos, especially since the answer choice A is the correct one, right? If it was answer choice D, it would just take you a little more time to put those in and then click to see where they're at. But again, most straightforward is that way. Quickest way would be the algebraic way. So what do we have here? We had A being our correct answer, and then we're ready to go on to the next question. So thanks everyone for watching today. I know this stuff isn't the most exciting out there, and these videos aren't the most polished. However, your future self is going to thank you if you like and subscribe. That way you can learn a little bit about the ACT, learn some math, and get some Desmos hacks. Thanks everyone.